Hello everyone, welcome back to the weekly challenge tutorial. Today we are tackling week 16 or 17 or whatever week it is. I think that's wrong, but I'm not sure. Anyway, it's this one right over here. As you can see, I just beat it with 50 seconds. Let me know if you could beat my time down in the comments. I'm gonna be honest, guys, this one kind of broke me, bro. Like, it took me forever to beat this challenge, which is why this one's being posted on a Friday, which is usually later than I try to do. But you know what? I'm making this video in hopes that maybe it'll help one of you beat it faster. Okay, now let's get started. The button press is actually important on this one. Once you press the button, you're gonna have to launch yourself off of this some way, somehow. But what I like to do is press the button and then go like that, boom boom, and push myself off of here like this. So I get a good start. The first section I'll be taking care of is this one right here up until that ceiling carve right there. This part uses a lot of floor carving, so if you don't know how to do that, I'll give a brief explanation. Basically, you anchor your hand and move your body around your hand. Or basically, you move your hand so that your body goes around your hand. It's kind of difficult to explain, just watch. So you can get some speed right here, and then we're gonna go to the left like that, and then to the right like that. I fell off, but I was trying to show you how you do it. So you can kick to get some speed right here, and then you floor carve to the left. And then I usually skip this part right here and then do a big wide carve into the ceiling carve. So you're basically doing this motion with your hand. But I expect you all to be able to floor carve by now. I'm guessing that this part is not the reason you clicked on this video, but if it is, then there you go. So the ceiling carve part consists of this block right here, and then that block is a part of a whole nother thing. I mean, you could probably cheese this. I've seen people cheese it before by going on the side or like going around and shooting over there. Maybe you could do that, but me personally, I think it's easier to just ceiling carve. First off, I want to tell you where you want to be when you go around this curve right here. When I come off this carve here, I usually like to be down at the bottom here, and so I could hit the carve right here, and I'll have my hand up, I'll push off with my left hand, and then go into the carve with my left hand. And that seems to really help me. I don't know why. But if you're struggling with that, pushing off your right hand and then going off to your left or whatever, maybe try doing it with your left and then carving. Also, before we get into any carving, I want to show you the motion you're going to want to do. So you're going to start like this and you're going to go left and up. And you might have to go upwards so much that you'll be going back like this and you'll be on your tippy toes. It's possible. I mean, ceiling carving like this is no joke. And you might have to stretch really far just to stay on the carve. So like, this is something that a lot of people do. They just fall off the edge of their carve, right? Or they'll fall even earlier. That's because you're not committing enough to the carve. This is how I'd usually do my run. Push off left and go into the carve like that. See how I kind of had to go up a little bit like that? And I didn't even carve the whole entire length of the structure here. I released early, which is something you might have to do as well. Unless you get a perfect carve, you're not really going to carve the whole structure. You're just going to release early anyway. Also, just a little tip when returning, you're going to want to hit the third row of these little boosts here. Always stick to the third row because they will get you directly to the ramp. And then you'll hit this little boost up here and boom. Also over here, keep your hands away from your body so you'll bounce off of that wall and more efficiently get back over here. Alright, so right off of this carve, there's going to be this structure right here, which is going to be a zigzaggy line. Don't go down there. Don't even worry about that. All you're going to worry about is bouncing off of this onto here and then hitting as hard as you can off of here so you go to that structure. Don't even worry about all that. Literally, you just want to do a straight line over to here and onto that. Just like this. And then hit very hard off. As you can see, I didn't even make it that time. It's because I'm absolute garb. Anyway, there will be a block right here and then one right in the middle of that circle. But this block in the middle of the circle is going to be a problem if you're anything like me. Because I'm going to try to wall carve here, right? And I'm going to try to wall carve along the edge of this. I'm not going to go in the middle of it, but the thing is that I try to do that because you have too much speed. The thing you need to do when you go down here is brake a little bit. And I'm not saying you need to come to a full stop. As you're coming down right here, just a couple taps of your grip button will ought to do the trick. And then you're able to more efficiently go up in the center and then wall carve and basically catapult yourself over to this platform right here. Let me try to give a better example of that. While we fly over here, let me show you the wall carving movement. So basically, you go like that and that's it. You just go like that and then push yourself off of the thing. Boom. You go up, boom, push it off, and then onto the platform. There we go. And then just a couple taps of the brake, and then you could go up there just like that. That was actually a really good run. And now I did it a little faster than you might even want to do it. Just a couple taps of the brake. Like, it really is a difference between a couple meters per second. Basically, the trick is to not go or do anything on this part right here, but to aim for that little dip right there. So let's get a bit of a run up. You can hit off of this a little bit if you need to, just guide yourself. And then start the wall carve off of this. Push off onto here, push off onto here, wall carve if you need to. I obviously didn't have enough speed, but you should be able to get over to here. And now sometimes you might have the opportunity, if you hit a weird angle, to get on top of this stuff. And I mean, absolutely take it, because it can help to get on top of this. It's absolutely easier. Just do like that. If you manage to get on top of that, yeah, just take that. Don't even worry about it. That's what ended up giving me the winning run. And then we go down here. Now this part is a little weird, because you could do it a couple ways. You could do it the right way. You could jump off of this and then ceiling carve a little bit to the right. Get on that platform, easy dubs. Or you can do what I did, because I couldn't figure out how to do this part, and just send it over to this platform right here and somehow miraculously land here. And you'll see in the full version, which I'm about to play, that I don't know how that happened, but if you can do that, if you have the opportunity, I would probably do that if you're struggling with the ceiling carve. But basically, it's the same like motion as the other one, just with your right hand. Also, don't be afraid if you overshot this. Just grab on this thing, just climb up, and then get back right where you were. Like, you can just do that. And honestly, I think you have enough time. If you mess up, you could probably win with that. So I had some frequently asked questions I wanted to cover in this video, but first, here's my completed run. Get me up. Get me up. Oh, let's go. That's good. Who's gonna go for it? Please get me there. Oh my god. Now here's some frequently asked questions, but first, something that you might not have known. There's a little practice challenge over here that you can do just to practice your wall carving and your movement on these little things right here. Alright, so I often get asked, how do you even get to this thing? Up here on this orange tablet, you're gonna go to Browse and then Parkour Community and pick one of these, and you'll end up here. As the sign says right there, the weekly challenge is all the way over here, so just take this blue line up that elevator shaft there, and that's where the start of the weekly challenge is. I also used to get asked a lot what I should do if, you know, my pattern didn't go through, or I didn't get my pattern for completing the challenge. And usually you'd have to go to the Discord and submit proof of the video if you didn't get it, and often the system would fail or whatever. Those instructions are over here if you need to do that, but your reward should be awarded automatically. Check patterns, as it says right there. It is challenge 17, I knew it. Also, a tip, make sure to turn on personal bubble like this says here. If you don't know how to turn on personal bubble, follow me. Head on down to this blue tablet right here, go to game, personal bubble, click it on, and then select small, medium, or large. Probably want to do large for a parkour challenge. But if you also want to minimize people getting in your way, you could play late at night like I am, or you could go to the least populated server, going over here and just selecting the one with the least amount of players in it. Make sure to subscribe for some more Orion Drift videos, as well as the tutorial for next week, if I can do it, that is. Like the video if it helped you, and of course, thank you to my members, Jay Sleepy, Snowy, and Fishlock. Thank you guys so much. If you want to become a member, link is in the description down below, but that should be it for this video. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.